Here's the branding secret no one tells you. Your brand becomes stronger when you control pacing, not volume. Posting fast with no breathing room makes content forgettable. Deliberate pauses, clean cuts, and space between ideas signal confidence.
So first, let's make a sequence. So we go to sequence, settings, frame size, 1080 and 1920. And let's rename this of the sequence is branding. Okay. And here is the audio.
Here's the branding secret no one tells you. Your brand becomes stronger when you control pacing, not.
So first we will take the color matte. So here is the color matte. And I will keep this white. Here is it. And in this case, I will add an effect which is called for color. And for color 1 and color 4, I will keep it this white. And for color 2 and color 3, let's make this a bit green or like a bit kind of this color. So let's copy this color code and just paste it here as well. So this is the color code. And for the white, I will make a slight warm tone, something like this, very slight. Okay. So it gives a warm tone. Okay. And let's make it more whitish. Okay. Now let's bring our assets. So this one, and in the lumetri color, let's bring exposure up, contrast, highlights down to make it more pop up and make it a warm tone with a creative, I mean the curve. Okay, so let's bring the mid tone a bit, and in the creative, let's bring it sharpen a bit more. So 12 will be good for me. And let's make a ribbon or the line. So let's take a pen tool and decrease this, and let's say something like this. Okay, and bring this down here and go to essential graphics, go to stroke and make it red. Okay, we will work with this color only. Okay, and let's bring it center, but I need it more something like this. Okay, let's make it more like this kind of thing. And how about let's add a drop shadow here. Let's add a drop shadow, something like, okay, let's do something red according to my brand. So something like this. Yeah. Okay, now add drop shadow effect on the mic. So in the drop shadow, let's increase this, and let's increase its distance and increase the opacity and increase the softness. All right. And let's decrease the distance, and I will add a shadow here. So let's bring a shadow. So I bring the shadows and let's add here. So I bring this shadow here and bring its opacity down about 50%. All right. And then we will write down the text. So, but before that, I want to add a grid here. Okay, this is our main subject. So let's change the label of this, and let's add a grid. So let's bring the grid. Okay, now let's bring the grid here, maybe like here. Okay, and also I want to bring its opacity down, something like 80. And what will I do? I will mask it out. So I take the ellipse shape mask and just bring its feather. Okay, and let's bring its opacity to the 100, and let's do something like this. Okay, so it will look like this. And let's add our text. So let's add the text here. So this is the first text, and let's change the font Helvetica, and let's do something like neo bold and make it black, and decrease its tracking, something like this. Okay, here is the branding secrets. Now I will change the level of this. Okay, now let's add one of my text animation that I will add the all the assets in the description box, so you can check those links to grab my premium assets and text animations that I made my own. So let's duplicate this layer by pressing Alt, and let's say branding secrets, and let's change its font Morganite. Let's increase its size and make it all caps. So let's do this like double line and decrease the leading and increase the tracking. Okay, and make it like center align. And I need it's extra bold or black. Yes, black will be fine. And let's bring it in the middle and make it more big. Yep, something like this. I need more prominent actually. Let's say forever freedom. Yeah, this looks really nice. And let's make it about -20 tracking. No, I think -15 will be good. And let's do the color with it. So if I choose like red, so it will like combine with this, but I don't want to like to dissolve this text into the line. So what I can do, um, I will just take the linear gradient and make it red, and the bottom take red and make it something like this. Yes, so it will not like it will differentiate the text. And let's put the text like here in the graphic, so something like this. What do you think? This work? I don't think so. So just only we will take behind the this one. And for here is the branding secret. Okay. Increase its size also, something like this, and bring it in the middle. Okay. Okay, I don't think that that one looks good. So I'm just changing a bit, so you can check that what I'm doing. So let's take this here and go to like here. Yes. All right. And now no one tells you I will add here. I will add in the middle, like something like here. Okay. And let's see what I do here. It will shock. So no one tells you. And let's select this layer and take a shape and just add here and make the fill looks white. And here the shape will comes down to the text. Okay, let's increase the frame. So this one, let's make it's black and make the text white. Okay, and go to this layer, go to shape, and select the selection tool and make it like this. So something like this, and rounded the corner 12. Okay, yep. So it will look something like this, or maybe I can add this here as well. What do you think? Like here, it's good, or here as also. Which one? I think the last one looks good. Okay, here or maybe here, whatever you prefer. I prefer here. Okay. I am preferring this here. And now let's move on to our
Your brand.
next frame. So let's make it bigger, and let's bring our next assets. So this one, okay, and let's bring this graphic to here, and rotate this, select and rotate this, something like this, and bring it here, okay, and let's decrease its stroke, okay. Okay, let's label this forest, and let's add the drop shadow also. So let's take the drop shadow here, and make the distance and opacity 80, and softness to this. And also for this ribbon, let's add our linear gradient. Okay, so this is the color code. Let's copy this and come to here, and let's copy this color. Okay, and we will keep this like for this color. Okay, or let's make it white. Cool. Now let's increase its size a little bit, and increase its contrast. So increase the contrast and make it a little brighter. So exposure, and the shadow will come. So something like this, and with the creative, let's increase the sharpen, and in the curve, we will decrease its midtone, so it will look more dramatic. So you can see before and after. We'll add a very simple text here. Let's go to my essential graphics, browse, and let's take this. Okay, let's add your brand becomes stronger. Let's make it black and bring it here. And also, let's select another one like this, left to right. I will cut this from here, so I don't want the animation out. So when you control pacing and make it bold, let's make it black. Okay, and bring it here, something like this. Or maybe we can make this like forever freedom. No, I don't think so. I think this will looks good. Okay, great. Now bring it here and here. Yep. So let's move on to our third frame. So our third frame is quite simple. First, we will make this to full black. Let's do this black, black, something like this. Okay. I think a bit red if we can add. Yep. And now we will add this. Let's save it first. Let's add this and add tint effect here. Tint effect. Let's add tint, and go to effect control, and make it red. So for red, I will choose this color. So the color code, I am very bad to remind things. Yeah. So let's take this one, and go to the layer of the stars and the map black too. So this is will turn to red, and also this one will turn to red. So you can see that the whole thing will turn to that color. And let's bring it here. Let's bring it here. Take another layer, duplicate this layer by pressing Alt and drag up, and let's bring it here. Okay, I will add all the motion later. Okay, now let's add the text only. So I will add this text and make it white, so it says not volume. Okay, and bring it in the middle and make it this color, the red color. Yeah, and make it bigger a bit. All right, and yeah, this is completed. So let's move on to our fourth frame. So for that, I have already duplicate this color matte here, and let's also add the shadow. So I have another shadow. You can see this one. Okay. So another shadow I have added, and let's bring its opacity down, something like this, maybe. All right. And we will add the phone. So let's bring the mobile PNG and to keep this up, and let's bring our assets of my own Insta handle. So if you haven't followed me yet on Instagram, so please do follow. I bring so many exciting updates on my Instagram. So please check those updates and you will get so many things. So let's make it bigger. Okay. And for this, I can crop it. So let's add the crop effect here, and let's crop it like all of the sides, the unnecessary parts. Okay. So let's crop it here. Let's do something here and bring it a bit up here. And from right, from a bit left. Okay. And yes. And now I will nest this both of this layer. So let's add mobile. Okay. And let's fit it and scale it up. Let's put it here. Okay. Scale it more. Or I can bring it in the middle. Something like this. All right. So I will do like this. And in this case, I will make something like this. Something like this. Okay. Something like this. So let's add the text here. So let's add posting in another one. And here I will add the rest of the text. Okay. And let's bring it here. Or I can add forever freedom. Okay. I don't want to add this. I will add only this one. And let's change its font forever freedom and make it like this, a bit overlap. We'll look for this, and let's change its color. So the color is this one. So let's change the color like this and make it linear and go to another one and something like this. Okay. Yep. And let's move this here. Okay. And I don't want to overlap. Make it bold or like medium. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's move to our fifth frame, and our last frame of our composition is this one. And for that, we will extend this. Okay. Let's bring our subject first. So this is our subject, and in the color, let's make it more exposure, increase the contrast, decrease the highlight, decrease the shadow, increase the white. And the creative, we will increase the vibrance, the saturation, sharpen, and I think the exposure is a bit more. So let's do like this, and the highlights 25. Okay. How about to add a drop shadow, and let's increase the distance, the softness, and the opacity. Bring it here. The softness will be like, and the distance I will decrease, maybe 30. Or how about like the distance will be more too far? Yes, make it 60. Okay. And bring the opacity down. And let's add the grid and bring its opacity down. Okay. And Also, I will add the stars here and here as well. Okay. And let's add tint. Let's add tint here and let's make it red. Also, I want this here and just copy this tint and paste it here. Okay. Also, we need to add the text. So let's add space between ideas and add this. Okay. So signal confidence. Make it center line and make it bigger. The leading should be like decrease the leading. Also increase the size of it and bring it in the middle. Okay. And we can bring this up. Okay. And let's make it small so you can see the text properly. Something like this. Okay. Yep. Maybe we can rotate this. Okay. So let's change the position because I don't think that I like the position actually. So let's make the grid a little bit left and make it small. And for the for this object, bring it here. And for this signal confident, go to essential graphics and make it left align and decrease its size. Bring it here. All right. And the object must be something here. Okay. And for the space between ideas, this one comes like here. Yep. Yes. And now let's bring it down a little bit. And so now I will add motions. So let's move to our motion part. So as you can see that I have adjust the layers according to the voice. So first we will animate our first frame. Let's say we'll animate first this one. Let's add a transform effect. So the transform effect, and let's bring the position something like this. And yeah, we'll uncheck this box and make the shutter angle 200. Make the keyframe ease in and ease out. Extend this part and let's make it like this and this. So it will look something like this. Perfect. And let's add linear wipe to our line. So this is the linear wipe I am adding here. So it will animate the line. Let's take the transition completion, sorry, and make it 100. And the wipe angle, we will take minus 90. And let's uh, ease in and ease out the keyframes and make it like this and like this. So our line is also animated. Now we will add the animation in the text. So I have some pre-made text animation that I have show you in this video. You can check the I button. So let's first we will add that animation of here's the. So we will take this one. Okay. It will come from left and let's make the branding secrets from bottom, animation from the bottom. So it will come up like this and no one tell you. So it will also will add the left to right animation. Yes, so our the first frame animation was done and second frame animation we're going to make. So add linear wipe of the line. So I am adding the linear wipe and let's take it 0 to 100 and make it minus 90. So it will animate something like this and ease in and ease out the keyframes and go to here to extend the parameters, and let's make the curve something like this. Yep, great. The duration will be increased. And let's add the transform effect on the object. Go to transform, and let's make it position. Subtle animation I want to add. So ease in and ease out the keyframes, and just make it something like this. So you can see the animation. Yep. And not volume. So this is already animated. So we will animate the stars. So just add the animation in the rotation, a little bit like 50 or 30. Okay. And the same animation we will add here as well. So let's make it 30. So it will, I want this linear animation. Okay. Also, the same animation I will create in the mobile. So let's add the transform effect, and let's add the position. So I am adding the effect on the mobile. Okay. This mobile phone. So something like this. Let's add ease in and ease out. So easy is the keyframes, and let's make it like this, like that. Yep. So it will look moves like this. I think there is one animation that I have done before. So what I did, I just scale it down, like to zoom out this, and for the transition, I have made this one. Okay. And now what I will do, okay, I want to match the animation from this frame to this frame. Okay. So this is look quite harsh. So I want to match the animation. So for that, I I will go to, or I can also take the transform effect again one more time. Okay, go to position, and let's take the position a bit left and make it ease in and ease out. All right, extend this, take it like this, and so it will look something like, yes. And again, I will add a transform effect here. Okay, let's go to our transform position. This is the last keyframe, and this is our first keyframe. So let's ease in and ease out this frame. Yes, you can see. So it will match the motion. Yes. All right. Now, I have already animate, because I have some text animation that I have linked in the description, so you can grab them up. So this frame is already completed, and for this one only one text is left. So let's add a effect which is text animation from bottom. So this one, okay, and I want to make it more time, so it will looks like this. Yes, so like this. And now we will move to our last frame, which is this one. And for this, first we will animate our object. So this is our object, and so first let's check where is its anchor point. Okay, the anchor point is in the middle of this object. And what will I do? I will first add a rotation, a subtle rotation. Okay, something like this. And let's make the position out of the frame. Yep, so it will come up like this. Okay, and now let's ease in and ease out, and make the handle something like this, make to make more smooth, and like that. Okay, but I want the rotation a bit later, so it will rotate something like this, you can see. Okay, I don't think so, this is good. Okay, something like this maybe. So you can see that how smooth it's coming up. Yes. And with this, I will also add the text. So I think it's very, very slow. So let's make it something fast. Yes. So I make it more faster and make a bit delayed. Yes. So I think this works. And now let's add the text animation in this text. So let's add this one, text animation from bottom. So something like this. And let's add the rotation of the stars. So here is the rotation. Let's take 30. Again, another rotation in this part. Great. Okay, now there is something that I want to add is like to match the motion from the previous frame to next frame. So it will look something like this. Both frame are connected that I have done in this one. Okay, so you can see that it goes to the left and again it's goes to straight up to this. So it will something match the cut. Yep, you can see. So we will do something here as well. So with this object, let's select this layer and go to transform effect. So, and what I will do, I will also add another transform effect. So let's go to transform and here for this transform, I will make something like this. And for from here, like select the position and bring it a bit up, not too much, very subtle, so that the cutting edge doesn't visible. Okay, all right. And what I will do, I will make a bit scaled up, like 360. Yes. So let's go a bit up. Yep. Now ease in and ease out, ease in and ease out. So you can see, so it is match the motion so that it looks like that this frame and this frame is connected. Okay. And now let's move to our second to third frame. So so I can see in the third frame that the text is coming from the left. So if I animate this object to the right, so it will match the motion. Okay, so let's add a transform effect here and let's go to transform, our new transform. So this is the position and make it something like this, make it ease in and ease out, and let's make it something like this. Okay, so you can see that when it comes to the right and the text animate from the left to right. Okay, like this. So it's match the motion. Okay, so here is a scale zoom out effect. So I can add a zoom out effect, like to take an adjustment layer and add a transform effect here. And let's add in the adjustment layer the scale a bit scaled up, like 110, ease in and ease out, and just make it like this and this. Okay, so you can see that, yeah, this one comes like 105, a very subtle, not too much. Okay, I don't think that I like this animation. So, and I will not add the scale. I will only add a transform effect, and let's, for the motion, I will add the position and make it a little bit up. So ease in and ease out. So it will match the same motion, the same way. All right. So you can see. Yeah, left the same way. Okay, great. Okay, I don't think that n- there is no need to like from this frame to this frame. I don't think so. So just keep as it is. But here I will also add a blur effect. Okay. So for that, I will add an adjustment layer and take Gaussian blur, Gaussian blur, and the blurriness will be 0 in both of the end, and in the middle, like here, I will add it like 30. Okay. So it is come something like this. See? So our animation is done. So here is the final result.
Here's the branding secret no one tells you. Your brand becomes stronger when you control pacing, not volume. Posting fast with no breathing room makes content forgettable. Deliberate pauses, clean cuts, and space between ideas signal confidence.
So if you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you need more tutorials like this, subscribe to my channel for more updates and keep learning. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.